Forbearance, is it for real? Folks, okay, so as I mentioned before, this is my third lending cycle. My first cycle was September 11th during that tragedy. A lot has changed in lending during that time. My second cycle was, of course, 2008, the Great Recession, and this is my third lending cycle. With that being said, we have seen in the past what forbearance does and how it can treat borrowers' credit and profile and that homeowner. Now, the first thing I'm going to say is I'm going to use a very strong word that we all have to use in today's world, which is empathy. Okay? For those that truly need help, and it's down to food on the table or a mortgage or something to that effect, then forbearance is an option that they should certainly consider to get through these troubled times. But what I want to speak to right now is the person that really doesn't need it, that might be just trying to say, let me get some type of financial reprieve. That person, I have a very direct message for you. Remember, and I don't mean to make fun with this, there's no free lunch. And here's what I mean. Typically, the loan servicer in today's world is going to take those 3 months, because usually forbearances are over 90 days. They're going to take those 3 months, and then they're going to hit you with one big bill after 3 months. And let's face it, if someone has a $2,000 a month mortgage payment, coming up with $6,000 in one shot is challenging. The second piece to it is that it affects credit, meaning there will be a statement within the credit report that will acknowledge the fact that the loan is in forbearance. I'll give you an example. We were doing an FHA streamlined refinance for a wonderful client, going from 5% down to a very low interest rate to where FHA is today. Now hear this. Our last condition on the loan was to verify their last month's mortgage payment that was paid, because that's a typical condition. Well, when we called the client, the borrower, guess what? They've been in forbearance starting a month ago. So they didn't make the payment. So you know what happened? They didn't qualify. They're stuck with that loan now. Those are the challenges that can come and rear its head. So once again, for those that really need the support and help, my heart goes to you. Give us a call. We can try and point you in the right direction. And if forbearance makes sense for you, certainly do it for self-preservation. For those that perhaps do not need it, okay, for those that are just trying to get themselves a financial reprieve, I would really think twice about it, because once again, it can come up to haunt you at some point in time. So think about that and think about its entirety. Now, as a disclaimer, of course, all mortgage servicers are handling forbearance their own way. They have a bunch of different little gadgets that they can do. Some might add the monthly payment on the back of the loan. So they're all very specific. So you want to go ahead and, of course, reach out to that servicer to find out what their guidelines are.